time, on the floor in front of you, stands the mighty North Hardin Trojan JROTC Battalion. Cadet Battalion Commander Alicia Molinai and her staff will now form the unit in preparation for our award ceremony. The ceremony will begin with the Battalion S3 forming the Trojan Battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Before we begin, we ask that you please hold your applause until the end. At this time, a representative from the Governor Isaac Shelby chapter, Kentucky Society Sons of the American Revolution, will be presenting a certificate and bronze JROTC medal to Cadet Alexander Liang. This award is presented to a meritorious cadet who exhibits a high degree of merit with respect to leadership qualities, military bearing, and all-around excellence in JROTC activities and community service.
The next award being presented is the Daughters of the American Revolution. Miss Winnie Townsend from the Captain Jacob Van Meter chapter is recognizing an outstanding young lady for her leadership ability and achievement. The recipient of this year's Daughter of the American Revolution Award is Cadet Regine Battle.
The next award is being presented are the American Legion Military Excellence. On behalf of American Legion Post 113, the presenter will be recognizing outstanding cadets in two categories, General Military Excellence and Scholastic Excellence. This year's award recipients for General Military Excellence include Cadet William P., Cadets Alexis De Leon, Cadets Jacob Way. Award recipients for the Academic Excellence include Cadets Nicholas Tuttle, Cadet Kayla Lang, and Cadet Evan Park. Next is the National Sojourners Award. The presenter from Fort Knox chapter of the National Sojourners is recognizing an outstanding cadet who contributed the most to encourage and demonstrate Americanism within the Corps of Cadets. This year's National Sojourner Award is being presented to Cadet Tashira Estelio. The next award to be presented is the Association of the United States Army. This award is presented to one outstanding cadet with leadership and academic achievement. This award is being presented to Cadet Zachary Sheets. The next award being presented is the Scottish Rite Award. On behalf of the Louisville, Kentucky Order of the Scottish Rite, this award is presented to one outstanding cadet who demonstrates scholastic excellence and Americanism. This year's Scottish Rite JROTC Award is presented to Cadet Danielle James. The next award that will be presented is the Military Order of the Purple Heart. This award recognizes one outstanding cadet who demonstrates outstanding leadership ability. This year's Military Order of the Purple Heart is being awarded to Cadet Darren Smallwood. Next is the Military Officers Association Award. On behalf of the Fort Knox Area Chapter of Military Officers Association of America, this award is being presented to one cadet who has demonstrated exceptional potential for military leadership. This year's award goes to Cadet David Goldsmith. Next is the award provided by the Reserves Officer Association. This award is presented to one cadet recognized for his or her outstanding achievement and exceptional leadership ability. This year's award is being presented to Cadet Cody Harper. The next award that will be presented is the Military Order of the World Wars from the local Fort Knox chapter. This award is presented to one cadet for overall improvement in military and scholastic studies during the school year. This year's Military Order of the World Wars JROTC award is being presented to Cadet Jordan Arthur. At this time, we are pleased to have the Kentucky Army National Guard recognize one of our cadets for outstanding leadership potential. As a LET 1 freshman this year, each year a young underclass cadet is recognized for his or her contribution to potential leadership. This year's recipient for the Kentucky Army National Guard Award is Katera Arnold. Next is the American Veterans Award. This award is presented to one cadet for outstanding leadership in community and/or school involvement, as well as high school academic achievement. This year's American Vet JROTC Award is being presented to Cadet Jackie Arnold. The next award that will be presented is from the U.S. Army Recruiting Command. This award is presented to an outstanding cadet for achievement and contributions to the JROTC program. This year's recipient of the U.S. Army Recruiting Command Award is presented to Cadet Tashante Paget. Now, I would like to ask Cadet Major Cicely Bingham to please step forward. VFW Post Commander Bob Pack is recognizing Cadet Major Cicely Bingham as the Post 1028-1 Cadet of the Year. The next award will be received by one cadet who has displayed leadership and citizenship and community service this year. This year's recipient is Viasia Bramblett. Each year, the VFW Post 1028-1 awards a $500 college scholarship to a deserving student. This year's scholarship recipient is Cadet Dominique Jackson.
The next award is the Sons of the Union Veterans. This year's recipient is Dennis McClarity. The Cadet Parent Association developed 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each to honor the former cadre who made a major contribution to the North Hardin JROTC. The Sergeant Major Paul Gray Memorial Scholarship and the Sergeant First Class Antoine Smith Scholarship will be presented by Miss Lisa Smith, wife of Antoine Smith. This year's Sergeant Major Paul Gray Scholarship goes to Cadet Captain Logan Ryder. And this year's Sergeant First Class Antoine Smith Scholarship goes to Cadet Captain Regine Battle.
At this time, I will be followed by our senior Army instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Scott Fowler.
Before we make our next presentations, I would like to acknowledge the hard work by this year's senior class in setting up and preparing for today's award ceremony. Let's please give the seniors a round of applause. I'm very proud of this year's senior class and commend them for all their efforts this year. At this time, I want to recognize special dedication and effort in our program to deserving cadets with a Commander's Coin. I would like to ask the following cadets to step forward and be recognized for their efforts during this school year in making the North Hardin Trojan Battalion successful. Cadet Larimore, Cadet Uttaramzi, Cadet Schleff, Cadet Howard, Cadet Justice, Cadet Cortez, Cadet Morales, and Cadet Grizzly. These cadets were identified by the instructor group as key team players this year that helped make the battalion successful through their dedication and hard work. Please give them a round of applause. Now at this time, we'd like to recognize the superior cadets for school year 2017 to 2018 by each level. One cadet is selected based on his or her academic performance, teamwork, leadership potential, and dedication to the program as the top cadet in his or her respective class. This award is a very prestigious recognition for these cadets. I'm proud to announce the following cadets are the winners of the Superior Cadet Award this year. Let 1 goes to Cadet Caitlin Weishaupt. For the Let 2 class, Cadet Chris Haley. For the Let 3 class, Cadet Isaiah Clark. And finally, for the Let 4 class, Cadet Elisha Molinani. Please, let's give all these cadets a big hand. Okay, before we conclude this morning's event, I would like to ask this year's chain of command, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Elisha Molinai, Cadet Major Jay Hall, Cadet Major Cicely Bingham, Cadet Major Daniel Harada, and Cadet Command Sergeant Major Dennis McClarity to please come forward and conduct our change of command ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the outgoing chain of command will ceremoniously hand over the unit leadership to next school year's chain of command. Alicia, Jay, Cicely, Daniel, and Dennis have accomplished many things for the North Hardin JROTC this year. We will miss them as they move on to bigger and better things after high school. As for the new chain of command, we look forward to the many challenges they will face in leading our battalion next school year. At this time, please rise for the publishing of this promotion, and please hold your applause until the end of the changing of command. A promotion to the rank of Command Sergeant Major, Major, or Lieutenant Colonel reflects a great increase in responsibility for these cadets. These cadets should not look back at the past accomplishments, but rather to the many new challenges that lie ahead. At this time, please rise for the publishing of the orders. Attention to orders. The senior Army instructor has reposed a special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of the Cadet Jacob Way, Cadet Deshante Paget, Cadet Evan Park, Cadet Jackie Arnold, and Cadet Isaiah Clark. In view of this special trust and confidence and the demonstrated potential of these cadets, they are hereby promoted to the rank and assignment indicated. Jacob Way is promoted to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel and will become the battalion commander. Tashante Paget is promoted to cadet major and will become the battalion executive officer. Evan Park is promoted to cadet major and will become the battalion S3. Jackie Arnold is promoted to cadet major and will become the battalion SPO. Isaiah Clark is promoted to cadet command sergeant major. Let's congratulate these outstanding cadets and give them a round of applause. Will Lieutenant Colonel Fowler please return to the podium?
This year, on behalf of the JROTC instructor group, we would like to show our appreciation to all the seniors in our program for their outstanding dedication and support over the years. Cadet Bingham has organized a table with a small token of our appreciation, and I ask that each senior stop by on the way out to receive his or her award. Thanks again to all the cadets who made our program a success this year. Hold chain of command, mute chain of command. Center. Thanks.
Before we conclude our ceremony, on behalf of the North Hardin High School JROTC program, we would like to thank all the local organizations, families, and friends who worked hard to help make our program successful this year. We would not be able to serve our community without your help, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for showing all your support this morning. This concludes today's ceremony.